back with another textured wig review. I know a lot of you guys like textured wigs, so I went and doubled back and got one from a company that I've gotten 2 other ones from before, and that is OMGHerHair. All the information is going to be in the description box, you guys, so go ahead and make sure that you check that out. So I'm just going to read off the website description so I don't miss anything, because they usually have like really long titles and like a lot of intricate details for their wigs. So this one is their relaxed light Yaki straight 360 pre-plucked hairline lace wig, and this is Indian Remy human hair. I'm going to touch back on that in just a second. 20 inches, the density is 150%, and this is a medium cap size, which I'll get more into that in a second as well. And then also the hairline comes with 2 options, so you can get the Swiss lace with the pre-plucked hairline option, or you can get an HD lace with the hairline already bleached, which that is the one that I got. So this is a unit that is 100% customized. They already bleached the knots on it, and they already pre-plucked this hairline. Those are the things that makes a wig like this just ready to install straight out of the box, because they already do the work for you. So like I said, this is my 3rd unit from them, and I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys my honest feedback now. It wouldn't be a hair review from me if I didn't be honest and give you guys both the pros and the cons. So one of the things is going to be the hair texture. Obviously this hair is processed to get it to mimic like African American hair texture. That's no brainer. My 2 previous wigs have held up pretty decently, but it's not like a long-term wig. This is Indian Remy human hair. It's not like 100% virgin hair at all. If you're thinking that this is raw hair, it's not virgin hair. It's not. It's just a high grade of human hair. So with that being said, I don't know, just the way that this one feels, it's almost like resembling like a synthetic hair texture. I hate to say that because the unit is beautiful. It's just longevity wise, like units like this in my experience only last for about like 6 months. Don't get me wrong, being able to get 6 months use out of a wig is pretty good. I'm just used to it being getting like virgin hair wigs where my wigs last me a year, sometimes even longer, sometimes 9 months. Like I'm used to stuff lasting like right around that mark. And also with this being a Yaki texture, it is not going to hold a curl for very long at all, which I see that I guess they've been getting feedback on that, so they do have that listed in the description for this wig, which I can say that is pretty accurate. It's not going to hold a curl for too long. It'll do like a slight curl, but if you're wanting like longevity with curls, this is not the unit to be doing all that with. And about the sizing of the cap, like I mentioned, this is a medium cap size. On me, it is very big. So this is a 360 lace wig. When I try to put it into a ponytail, I get that awkward gapping in the back, and you can see like the comb sticking out in the back of the wig just because it doesn't fit me properly. What they should have done was send me a size small, but this is a medium. So if you are a small cap size like I am, go ahead and get the small. Now with the small, the only downside of that is it takes an additional 5 days for them to make a small cap for this particular wig, and even if you did want a large, it still takes 7 days. So really, if you wear a medium, your order is going to be shipped out to you pretty quickly. But if you need it customized to be smaller or larger, it does take a few extra days for them to do all that. It does look really dark on camera, but this is just the natural black color of the hair. And this wig is in 20 inches, and I would say it's pretty true to length. It almost looks like a 22 low-key, but I guess, I don't know, it's been a long time since I've had 20 inches. I usually don't wear anything like under 24 inches, so this is something that's very like natural looking. And so with this being a 20-inch wig, the frontal part on it is 18 inches. So it's not going to be like 20 inches all the way around. The frontal part is 2 inches shorter. Because this is a Yaki textured wig, I'm okay with the density being 150%. It's pretty nice and full. In terms of shedding, didn't get a lot of shedding with this hair at all. What I don't like though is that as you go in to part the hair, there is a tremendous amount of flyaway hairs. For example, I've used a wax stick and my spritz. So there are flyaways throughout the entire frontal portion. Another thing that I do not like is that, and it has to do with the texture of the hair, when I was going to flat iron it, it's just like burning like brown and really weird into my flat iron, almost like the hair is melting. Now it does say in the description on the website that you can't use high heat on a wig like this, so I think it's better off left just kind of like in its natural state, or you really want to turn your flat iron down. I used it on 350 and it was doing that, so I can imagine if I would have turned it up any hotter that it probably would have been a little bit worse than what it was. Just keep that in mind. If you do put heat on it, you cannot have that flat iron or your hot comb, curling iron, whatever you want to use, turned up too high, because you will potentially damage the wig. All here for the Flawless hairline. This is a glueless install. It melted perfectly with no problem. There are a few things to love about the hair. The fact that it is fully customized, and that, you know, they did a good job at plucking it, and that's pretty much it. It's a beautiful texture. I just, like, longevity wise, I don't see this being a unit that I'm going to be able to wear for an entire year straight. That's just the reality of the situation. For me, it's like, I don't know, I would rather them charge a little bit more for the unit to go ahead and add, like, you know, real virgin hair to it versus using Remy hair, just so it can really seem like it's worth it. Because if you get a unit that's customized and everything, but it's not going to last long, it's kind of like, well, what did you really pay for? That's all I have to say about this particular unit from this hair company. If you guys have any questions, you guys can feel free to leave them down below. All the information about the hair, products I use, all that will be left down there as well. If you guys, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.